Okay, it's 7 hours later. I just got out of work. They let me out early, whatever. And it rained. I had no idea that it was raining. I work in a basement. Anyway, whatever. So the video that you're about to see is something that I filmed at 10 o'clock this morning. It's now 5 o'clock. And I just wanted to clarify two things before you watch. First of all, I named a fellow YouTuber and I called her Christine, but technically her channel, she calls herself Chris. So I don't know if her full name is Christine. I'm pretty sure it is. But if I addressed you incorrectly, I apologize. And I think I said it a couple times in the video. Anyway, and the other point that I wanted to make before you watch this video is I want you to understand that I did watch the footage back and I'm going to post it. I use very careful language when I'm talking about this wax vendor because I am very sensitive to the small business. As you saw in one of my other videos, if you watched it, when I think the title of the video is I Can't Believe I Got 3 stars, something like that. I'm very sensitive to bad reviews and I kind of hate bad reviews. I only give a bad review if I did not get restitution, so to speak, from the management after I had a not so great experience. I find that going to the manager and talking to them about your experience is better than going to the public and bashing a company. And I'm not bashing this company. I'm not Sassy Girl Aroma. I'm not bashing them. I'm just very new and you'll see. But I want you to know that everything that I said in the video is true. And sometimes I spoke a little slowly because I was searching for the right words because I didn't want to exaggerate. I'm a little bit of an intense person, as you could probably tell, whatever. So sometimes when I feel strongly about something, it sounds like I'm speaking negatively. Like even when I love someone, I love this, you know what I mean? So, but that's just me. So I was very careful with my language. You know, whatever, just watch, whatever. Bye. Good morning, if it's morning where you are. It's Saturday, September 6th, and it's just about 10 o'clock in the morning. This has been the first time that I'm alone in my house in about 2 weeks. So here I am making a video. This is going to be a take 2 because I did sniff my lavender. No, not my lavender and speckles. I'm still waiting for that one. And there's there's Sir Artichoke the cat. I still call him Mr. Mouse once in a while by mistake. It's okay. Mouse, my Mr. Mouse was my soul cat, and he passed away 2 years ago anyway. And so then we got him just about a year ago on October 13th. We got him Friday the 13th. Was it a Friday? It's a Sunday. Anyway, whatever. Doesn't matter. Off topic. Holy shit. I'm just now realizing that this bag was open. All right. So anyway, I sniffed these out and I wasn't blown away. I liked it as much as I like Scentsy wax, and that's okay. I didn't trash it. That's not why I didn't post the video. I didn't post the video because I feel like I didn't look good, and I also feel like I didn't tell you what I could smell, which is important. That's why you're watching this video, right? So I have allowed these to sit for the past 2 weeks. I think it was 2 weeks. And according to, so I sniffed them out and then I was watching the video back the next day and I didn't like the way the footage was coming. And then I was like, okay, but let me label them at least. And I'm going to let them sit and like cure, you know, because I'm still so brainwashed that I don't believe in curing wax because Scentsy tells you that you don't have to. And everybody who uses vendor wax says that you kind of have to, depending on the company. Now, a lot of people say that okay, so half of the videos that I watch, people say you can warm Sassy Girl aroma right off the bat. And then the other half of the people that I watch say you got to give it some time. And it also depends on the fragrance, right? So because I have a lot of vanillas here, because I'm a vanilla girl, I'm a vanilla cashmere, cotton candy girl, like those three things. And also rose. Florals, but not fruity floral. Well, I do like the fruity floral, whatever. I don't like to categorize myself. Anyway, a lot of times people say that those fragrances have to cure a little bit longer. Hold on one second. Okay, no worries. I had to blot. Anyway, I made a post on YouTube on my community tab and I said, I'm smelling these for the second time now the next day and they smell stronger. And either one or two people commented on that and said, yeah, you need to let the wax breathe a little bit when you take it out of the box. And I'm like, well, I don't understand how that works because I don't produce wax. I don't mess with wax. I was going to say I don't fuck with wax, but I do severely fuck with wax. Anyway, I have never made wax. I have never boxed it. I've never molded it. So I don't know how it works, but whatever. So I'm just trying to take everybody's advice. So now it's about 2 weeks after I received it. I think it's 2 weeks. I should have looked at the date, but it doesn't matter, whatever. And now I am going to smell them again. 2 weeks ago, it was like 90 degrees outside, and today it's 85. So it really hasn't. And we're right at the cusp of the seasons changing here. Like I said, it's September 6th. My birthday's in 2 days. Anyway, so I did get a sample, and I appreciate a sample a lot. Even though I only ordered 4 brittles. So I was like, cool. And this looks like it's about 1.5 cubes of wax. And I did put $8.25 on everything because it was in August that I got it. I don't know when this stuff was poured. So I'm just going to put the month and the year that I received it. This one is called Fresh Rain. And it is an aquatic scent. Atmospheric scents are not my gig. I will totally warm. This is bathroom for me. This would totally go in my bathroom because this little bit wouldn't really scent a room for me. I don't have large rooms, but this is just a little bit. So you're supposed to put this in probably a tea light warmer even because those are stronger. Oh, by the way, I'm going to put a link in the description of this video. I did buy a new warmer for my son. Because he had the Black Panther warmer, the Scentsy Black Panther warmer. By the way, I bought it at full price and like a week later it was on sale for 25 bucks. Anyway, he's 18 and he was feeling like it was a little immature for him. So, and he also didn't like the light. So I went on Amazon and for 13 bucks, I got a 17 watt element warmer that kicks ass. So I'm going to put the link to that in the description of this video because if I ever have to buy a warmer, Lena, listen, it's not gorgeous, but he doesn't need anything that looks like anything in his room. He needs fragrance. He's 18 and he exercises and all that. So anyway, this would probably work in his room. I don't know, whatever. I'm probably going to end up putting it in my bathroom and I appreciate it. And there's my sample. Okay. Blotting. Okay. So I've got the descriptions in front of me. Like I said, I got 4, brittles. And first one right off the bat was fairies and gumdrops. Okay, so this one I think was my favorite. I can't remember. It doesn't matter because now I'm starting from scratch. And I'm also going to give another shout out to Christine from Wax Books and Whimsy. I think I got the name of her channel correct. I did talk about her in my last video, I think, because I was apologizing because I had unsubscribed from everybody for about 1.5 years, 2 years. It smells so good. Anyway, I was watching her massive Sassy Girl Aroma haul, and she just sat there huffing, like letting it into her soul. And I don't have a tendency to do that, and I want to. So thanks for the inspiration. So this is supposed to, okay, so let's get on it. Fairies and gumdrops is supposed to be sugared berries, pink cotton candy, and sugared musk. I don't smell a ton, okay? Even putting it right up to my face, And don't get me wrong, it smells nice and it smells sweet. I smell the berries. The brightness from the berries is appreciated because, as you can imagine, pink cotton candy and sugar musk, just those two notes together would just be a little sickeningly sweet and heavy. So I appreciate the brightness of the berries. It's there. It's kind of the first thing I smell. But I think it could be sweeter, and I think it could definitely be stronger. Now, listen, I had these put away for the past 2 weeks, maybe it was 3 weeks, I don't remember. And I just noticed, as you saw me, that the bag was open. So that's probably my fault. But even if it was open, like the clams for Scentsy are not airtight anyway. Like if you submerge those in water, the wax would get wet. So out of 10, I'm gonna give this a 6. Maybe, but again, I have not warmed it yet. So now I ordered this on July 8th. Yeah, July 8th. Their turnaround time was 4 to 6 weeks. I got it at the 6-week mark, and that's fine. And I don't know how long it's supposed to sit, but I'm just letting it sit. I have no intention of warming this anyway. So now we have vanilla cream. I really like the weight of these bars. I like the color. Not that the color makes a difference. I don't have any, I don't care what the wax looks like. I really don't. But I don't know. I appreciate it. And sometimes Scentsy will color a wax and it doesn't quite match the fragrance. And that's off-putting. I kind of feel like it should just be white then. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't pay more for pretty wax. Let's put it that way. So this is a vanilla cream. This is soft and creamy with jasmine blossom, coconut cream, vegan and brutalized, vanilla mousse, salted caramel, and whipped cream. That's a lot, okay? And it's going to take me a long time to get out of the habit of pulling up the scent notes and having it in front of me on a computer because these scent notes, I've been warming wax for 11 years, never had scent notes on a bar. So anyway, vanilla cream. This is so much stronger than this. It's so much stronger. I don't see a lot of people talking about fairies and gumdrops, and maybe I was the only person who ordered it. Maybe everybody's just over this and they lighten up the oils because they're not really pouring that much of it and people aren't reviewing it that much, so they can hold back. I don't know. You okay? My dog just shook. Oh, this is so much stronger. Okay, soft and creamy with jasmine blossom. I do not smell jasmine. I almost smell, and you're going to think that this is funny. Maybe you'll think it's funny. I don't know. I smell fortune cookie. The pre-packaged fortune cookies that you get with Chinese food. So it's almost like an anise. Okay, so I don't smell jasmine. Coconut cream, slight. Vegan and brutalized, I think that's just something that smells like vanilla and holds fragrance into the wax. I'm not sure. I probably should have looked it up. Vanilla mousse, I guess. There's a little bit of a pudding thing. Salted caramel, I don't get. And then whipped cream. Not really. This doesn't smell milky to me. So anyway, I like this a lot better. If I was giving this 6.5, I think that's what I give it, I would give this 8 out of 10. Okay. Mahogany milk. And we flip the hair to the other side because it's just so hot. Mahogany milk. As I said, I was watching Christine's video and I think that she missed out on this. I was surprised. I didn't realize that it had gone sold out. So listen, if you want some of mine, great, whatever. I'll send it to you. Marshmallow, berries, vanilla, tonka bean, and mahogany. Not as strong as this. Not as light as this. Somewhere in between. But I'm not going to give a wait. It just got stronger. Hold on. I'm not going to give a rating just on strength. It's got to be on the quality of the fragrance, right? This just got stronger for me. Okay, this just got up to this level. Maybe a 0.25 more. What do I smell? Marshmallow berries, vanilla, tonka bean, and mahogany. The mahogany comes out first. Now that's kind of a masculine, amber-ish kind of fragrance. Mahogany is a little bit woody. This is definitely a little woody. That sounds funny. Anyway, this has an amber thing to it. This has it almost smells a little bit like Amber Road, but with a sweetness. Marshmallow, I don't smell berries in this at all. In fact, it could use just a little bit of brightness. I'm a big mixer, so I would probably do a little 2-to-1 kind of a thing. Marshmallow, yeah. The vanilla and the tonka bean is kind of like a deep vanilla, right? So not stronger, but just a little deeper, less sweet vanilla. And that is what I'm smelling. This is not overly sweet, and I like it. I like it. It definitely got stronger than the first time I smelled it. Definitely got stronger. Definitely got a little bit more masculine as it has sat for the past 2.5 weeks. So if this is a 6.5, and did I say this was a 7.5, 8? I said this was an 8. This is an 8. This is an 8.5. Sure. Again, this might change when I warm it. I'm at 14 minutes already. I only have 4 brittles here. Okay. Pink crystals. Cotton candy, lemon drops, caramel, raspberry jam, and dry musk. Now this, description-wise, turned me on the most. Okay. This definitely smells a little bit like Scentsy's sugar. And my nails match. Just saying. This has a little bit more lemon than Scentsy's sugar. But it's got the cotton candy, which I love. And the caramel is not a sickeningly sweet caramel. Who was it? Aimee? A-I-M-E-E. I think that's how you spell her name. Scented Life. Aimee's Scented Life. I don't remember. Sorry. I love your channel. But anyway, she was talking about chestnut caramel chestnut the other day. And she was saying, oh, if it had come back, she would have bought a ton. No, I'm not a caramel girl. Not like that. Not that deep burned caramel. Don't like that. And this doesn't have that. I don't smell caramel, but I do smell raspberry. It could use a little like these two. Hold on, because I'm a mixer. You guys don't even know what I go through every day when I change my wax, and I don't change my wax every day. These two together would be so good. Dry musk, I feel like it could have a little bit more musk. It could have a little something a little deeper. This needs a little bit of marshmallow, and that's why I think it would be good with the mahogany milk, because this has marshmallow in it. I like this. I want to like it more. It's gonna sit. It's gonna sit for another month or two, honestly. Now, what would I give this? If I gave this 6.5, and I gave this 8, and I gave this 8.5, I'm gonna give this 7.5, 8, somewhere around there. So again, I'm not crying tears of joy because I have found the vendor for me. This is only my first vendor purchase. I have an order of lavender and speckles that is sitting out there in the universe. It's been a while. It's been 1 month, and their turnaround times have to be, when they do these pre-order things, the turnaround times have to be at least a month or two because they're getting orders like crazy. But lavender and speckles also has, stuff on their, I think they do stuff a little bit more often than Sassy Girl. From what I saw, like once a month, once every month, something like that. It's not like 3 times a year. And I'm looking forward to the lavender and speckles because it's the sampler, and that, I'm gonna love that. I'm gonna be taking like litigious notes. Is that the right word? Litigious? I'm gonna be taking very good notes for that one. But for these, I'm just as happy with this as I was with Scentsy Wax. And that's okay. It was rare that Scentsy, that I gave a 10 to a Scentsy bar. I don't consider myself to be a fragrance snob. I like a basic. I like a clean breeze. I like a black raspberry vanilla sorta kinda. I like a clothesline even. It's very strong, but nothing. Things don't have to be quite so much like this vanilla cream. The description of this vanilla cream went on and on forever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ingredients, 6 scent notes in vanilla cream. That's a lot. If I was gonna give Sassy Girl Aroma a 1 to 10 from FIRST Sniffs, and not warmed yet, on cold, as you all say, I would probably give it, what would be the average? 7 3/4? Okay? And unfortunately, this Fairies and Gumdrops brings it down. It brought the whole average down, unfortunately. So, I'm gonna go to work. It's Saturday. I have to work 12 to 6 today, as opposed to the 10 to 4 that I usually work. And if it sounds like 6 hours, doesn't sound like a lot, try doing deep tissue hours after hour after hour. Try it. I get tired. Anyway, I'm going to go to work. I will see you guys later. I am probably going to be filming a Scentsy Empties video. I already have a Scentsy Empties video in my phone, but I never posted it, so I might just combine those 2 empties together. And hopefully I'll start to make some more videos for you guys. I am going to be making an order with Teddy Bees on September 12th. And I've got a nice list of things, but not everything is going to be available to me. I understand that. So if you have suggestions for things that I should buy from Teddy Bees, and again, my budget is $50. And I say that now, this is going to be the 3rd month in a row. Let's see if I can hit it. I've gone over every single month, but not by a lot in August. I went over by a lot in July because my Scentsy Club processed. If you have suggestions for me, knowing my scent profile, what should I order from Teddy Bees if it's available? I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Subscribe to MetallicaMom for home fragrance reviews.